All right, hey Salty Hoosiers, this is Captain Dave. Today, as you may remember, we lost our anchor a couple weekends ago, and sorting around trying to figure out which one to get. I didn't want to go back with the OEM, just simply because I didn't. Everybody was saying it won't work, but I wanted something a little better, something upgraded. So we went with the Mantus M1, and we're going to couple that today with the Mantus S1, which is the strongest link in your chain swivel. We're going to get that hooked up today, and yeah, so let's get it put together. Show you what we got. All right, guys, here it is, the Mantus M1. Got it, actually got it through West Marine because I had a discount and I got it a little cheaper than going through Mantus directly, but they still overnighted it, and didn't cost a whole lot to get it overnighted. So here we go. It's 25 pounds. We did get the galvanized because the stainless steel was just, it was crazy. So what they went to was stainless steel. So let's get this unboxed and see what we got. Oh yeah. Oh man, cool. It's in like a little wooden crate box. We've got our instructions here, and we've got to put her together, and then we'll go from there. Let's make stuff in America. There's our roll bar. Get that set out. There's our plow. Looks pretty good. And there's our shank. And folks at Mantus, I talked to the tech support, good guy there, took my call, answered my questions, because I was concerned about it being a little longer on the shank and not going up into the roller, but he assured me it will go onto the roller. So another reason I got it from West Marine, if I have to take it back, I can take it straight to West Marine and I don't have to worry about shipping it back. So all right, let's get this thing put together. All right, so they do have everything labeled. Get that to you there. I got the shank and fluke bolts labeled in a pack, and then you got the roll bar bolts in a pack, and they even give you like 3 packs of a really hard grease, which I'll show you what you're supposed to do with that here in a minute. So anyway, let's get started. Step 1 is insert the bolts from the bottom of the fluke as shown here and apply lubricant liberally to the 4 bolts. So, alright, so like I said, step 1, you're going to put the bolts through the bottom and apply the grease. Alright, checked it. I need 9/16 wrench and a 9/16 socket, which, because I am not going to be taking this thing apart, it's going into a windlass system. I am going to use my impact on it. I would say if you're going to be breaking this thing down to take it apart to store it, then I would not do that. So, but like I said, ours is going to be permanent, so we're going to do it that way. So let's start with goes up there. Now, we're going to put some gloves on and apply grease liberally. All right, let's rip this open. See what we got here. They gave me 4 bags of it, so I don't think we need to go that liberal, but see what maybe we do. Yeah. There we go. 2 of them. All right, grease has been liberally applied. So now I know how my urologist feels after my exam when he's got to take his gloves off. All right, now on to step 2. Step 2 says assemble the fluke and the shank as seen in the figure below. If you're following along at home and have your assembly instructions handy, it says then tighten the bolts from the bottom while holding the nuts on top until that's what she said, until the lock washers are compressed. It says caution, tightening from the bottom keeps the lock washer from galling the galvanized coating. Oops, we're fixing to put that on backwards. Let's see if we can get this set on here. There we go. Oh, now I know why the liberal amount of grease is required. Holds that in place. All right, we'll start by hand tightening these bad boys. Definitely want to prevent galling. Hate when that happens. All right, so now that being done, we're going to tighten from the bottom. Set it up like so. I'm going to put this wrench here, this impact gun here. Y'all can't see that. Let's get it up here where you can see it. Alright, so just for, I'm going to hit that first nut there on the left. I got it wrench there. Alright, so wrench there, impact there, and on. Do the front one here. There we go. Now we can get the bottom. That to go down a little more. There we go. Get this back side here. All right, there we have it. We now have the shank and the fluke attached. All right, so for step 3, we gotta put the roll bar bolts in, same way up through the bottom. Same bolts, basically, it looks like, maybe a little longer. And they go on the inside bolt. And that ain't gonna work until we lubricate them, so another pair of gloves. Let me get my pack of grease out here. Get it ready to go. Now, I'm going to stick this one up through. Put about half of that on there. I'll hold the bolt in place. What happened to the other one? There's the other one. Do the same thing on this side. There we go. Bolts are in place. This glove off. I'm going to do with the roll bar. Roll bar's right here. Place that on. Put the lock pusher on. That tighten down. Same thing here. Oop. There we go. Now, there we go. Anchor is together. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put the swivel onto the shank, then we'll get it out to the boat, and yeah, go from there. All right, so as you can see, we're moved it out here to the dock because I got to get it on the chain and through the roller. So we're going to just do that out here where it's nice and safe. I actually went and got the chain. Yeah, I know it looks like shit, but I need to get a new chain and rope. That'll be my next project. I will give you this. Mantus does give you everything that you need. There's the new shackle. They give you a whole roll of Teflon tape because we're going to use that. And they give you a safety wire and a cotter pin. So, first thing we got to do is we got to take this bad boy apart. There's the and this comes off in 2 pieces. So, first thing it says to do on this part here, I'll put it together, and it says wrap the Teflon tape around it. So we'll do that. Don't use your own Teflon tape because it specifically states use the Teflon tape provided. Give it a couple of wraps around like that. There we go. That's done. Let's see here. There's really no step 1, step 2, but so next thing we're going to do is we are going to attach this to the last link in the chain with this bar, and I may have to hurry this up because it is June in Florida going on 8 o'clock, and the no-see-ums are starting to come out. So we will. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, you already noticed I didn't. This has got to go on here. Then this. There we go. Get that in. And then screw the shackle on. There we go. Got that. Then we will attach this up here where you can see. We will be attaching to the anchor. This bolt's going to come out. There, goes through there. And we'll hand tighten that bad boy. Next step is we're going to take this cotter pin. You can use safety wire, it says, but since they gave me a cotter pin, I'm going to use the cotter pin. And it'll go right in this hole here. Should just poke right through. Yep. As you can see, there's the back side. And we will use our dikes. Spread that around into that channel. And these no-see-ums are starting to, they have found me. Alright. I may end up trimming those off, but for right now we're going to leave them like that. And then we're going to take the safety wire. Safety wire here. Got a couple of different runs of it, so we'll put the extra on the boat. You never know when you're going to need it. We'll take that, and we're going to run that through. And through this bad boy. Through there, run it back through the hole. If you got a better way to do this, let me know. Now I'm going to take this one through, run it up underneath, back through the hole. Nice and tight. And then I will take this and twist. I used to have safety pliers, but I don't know what I did with them. And what to do with the... Oh, I do have needle nose, so we will take the needle nose. Change this later, but for now it's going to work. Trim this off with the dikes. and we may get just a little bit of a storm. It's been good earlier. So, all right, there. Okay, so as you can see behind me, we got a storm coming in. Got a couple of bolts of lightning right after I shut this off to start putting it on the boat. So what we're going to do, we're just going to kind of tidy up here real quick, and we'll leave it for in the morning. And so in the morning, you will be able to see it go back on the boat and see if we are a hero or a zero. See you in the morning. All right, guys, so got the anchor back up. As you can see, fits pretty good. It does touch the end of the boat, the very tip of the bow, or the plow is touching the bow of the boat, so I'm gonna have to be careful there. I need to lower it down a little bit. I should be able to adjust that one roller down and go from there, get it down a little bit. But other than that, man, fits perfect. I have to wash this off again, but one project done. Mantus M1 25-pound galvanized anchor.